It's really good if you've got a new idea or a new technique. If you've got to write a paper, it really forces you to check all your ideas and all your assumptions, and then you get a lot of great feedback off the reviewers and off the people who come to the paper. So it's a really good way of making sure your ideas are really solid and justified.
The ability to share ideas and show what you're doing that's different and cool is really important to develop this whole ecosystem. This whole industry really is so complicated that if we don't try and work together a little bit, then it becomes overwhelming.
I learned an amazing amount about my topic that I did not know about already. And I've done a number of papers for SNUG, and I find that that's always the case. I end up learning something that I had no idea about as I research more and more as I'm writing my paper. So it's a very gratifying experience.
You gain a lot of benefits. It's networking with people. Basically, that's really very beneficial. Also through discussions, when you especially present, you have an after paper discussion to kind of expand and elaborate more on the topic. So it's very insightful experience.
It's probably a few hours every day for a couple of weeks, maybe a week for the presentation and a week for the paper.
Basically, I'd say you're going to take about a week over writing the paper and a week over preparing the presentation. But if you're smart, you sort of mix it in whilst you're waiting for things to run, so you make use of slack time to do it. So it doesn't really have too much of an impact on your normal work.
I would say maybe a few hours a day for a couple of weeks.
Great pictures, actually. Good illustrations, because this stuff is so dry, this material is so complicated that just trying to describe things in text or looking at user code is not very good. So really, to illustrate your point, use good illustrations.
The thing I most look for is a paper that I can take back to my desk and learn something that I can use to do my job better. That's what really makes the most useful and the most beneficial paper. Within the specific details when writing a paper, things that are helpful are code samples and diagrams. Those really make the paper most useful and most interesting to the readers.
A good paper for me is a topic that's interesting in an area that I have to work on, a problem area, and seeing how the person giving the presentation or the paper solve the issue.